The world, as in the system, is created that way because if you carry a false sense of self, you walk around with an inherited inferiority, and that way you become easier to manipulate, subjugate, control, and easily violated. And the violation comes not only in actions but in words. When they keep telling you that you are weak, you are less, that you are not something to be taken seriously. In Yoruba, you hear things, they will say things like, obinrin ẹyin, lasan lasan. Ọpọlọ mélòó ló wà lórí obìnrin, ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin ló ń kà kún? Yes, that a woman is nothing significant. And with such constant rhetoric as a girl child, you begin to internalize that inferiority as your truth. That is why you see some women now, they repeat it that women are not logical beings. They are emotional beings. They too, they run around with such rhetoric. And you wonder why the system wants to manipulate, subjugate, control. It is because the system is rooted in misogyny. And misogyny is prejudice against the girl child. And that is why patriarchy was created. And patriarchy uses its tools, which are religion, culture, society, and it uses all these tools to amplify its message, to normalize your silence, to spiritualize your suffering. When they constantly echo to you as a woman that your paradise is linked to your husband, yes, and also to disguise your oppression as virtue. And see, let me say this fast. The greatest act of resistance against misogyny and patriarchy is a woman who refuses to forget who she truly is. I mean a self-mastered woman. Yes. And see, the system has already been rigged because strategically the systems have reduced feminization to poverty, needless struggles, constant degradation. When you add not knowing what it means to truly belong to yourself as a girl child, what you get is suffering pro max. Suffering pro max because the system has been rigged already. This false sense of self that we are talking about in women is not born within us. It is planted. It is nurtured by maternal figures in our lives. It is enforced. And at the root of it is patriarchy and misogyny. And patriarchy and misogyny will never give you the permission to be your true authentic self. In patriarchal societies, becoming a woman often means becoming someone other than yourself. It means you have to internalize rules that were never yours. You have to absorb shame that never belonged to you. You have to live in a mask that pleases every other person, everyone except you. And bear in mind, the same misogyny that carries prejudice against you as a girl child still want to have access to you. Of course, for the comfort and convenience you bring. In Yoruba, they will say, you will hear things like, "Nǹkan tóra lobìnrin jẹ́." And for misogyny to have anything to do with you, in its law, it says you must be small, you must be obedient. You are only valuable when you are chosen. And for you to be chosen, you must serve, you must submit, you must silence yourself, you must shrink yourself. In short, what misogyny is saying is that you must be easily subjugated and manipulated if they want to have access to you. Yes. But you see, misogyny is clever because for it to have access to you without earning it, it weaponizes fear, shame, and guilt. In case its tools like culture, certain religious interpretations, society, movies fail. Earning access takes real work, right? And a system that never saw you as worthy will never want to do that work. Instead, it chooses entitlement. That is why it leans on manipulation, using tactics to take what it never earned from you as a girl child. Yes, for you to lower your guard. It weaponizes fear by saying you will die alone, you will be lonely in your old age. It will weaponize shame when they say you are not feminine, you are acting like a man, you are too loud, you are too ambitious. It weaponizes guilt is when they say you are failing as a wife, as a mother, as a woman, especially when you are a woman that is career and business oriented, for you to lower your guard. And that way, you as a girl child, you start to shrink. we start to betray ourselves. We perform a false self that can survive in patriarchal systems. And you see, in a well-established patriarchal systems, it has no gender. It is not just men who enforce it. Women, mothers, grandmothers, female teachers often pass down the same chains, and they claimed that these chains are there to protect us, whereas in reality they are preserving the system that keeps us small. So it is these maternal figures that amplify and echo the very message of our subjugators. They literally prepare us for them. They nurture us into obedience by teaching us that our salvation lies in submission to these transgressors. They tell us that if you can just only obey, the better. If you can just sacrifice harder, endure longer, then you will finally be seen. You will finally love you. Then you finally keep you safe. You hear those things. Just submit. Just obey. Just endure. Then your husband will love you. Then he will protect you. We have to perform. We have to shrink ourselves to be seen, to be heard. And we believe them because they were once girl children like us, right? But the reality we now know is this: they never had the power to choose themselves. Instead, they joined the patriarchy system. And in joining this system, they became even more dangerous than the men. A woman that has internalized misogyny is a very, very dangerous woman. She is dangerous than the man coming to abuse you. A woman that has internalized misogyny is more dangerous than your subjugator. Yes, here is what we need. We have to belong first and fully to ourselves. We have to reclaim our true selves. We have to refuse the inherited inferiority that has been projected at us. We have to start centering ourselves as a girl child. We have to heal our false sense of self. Peace out. Catch me in my next video. Bye bye. And kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.